Hi there, welcome to Hollywoodland. Been gone for a while. I'm busy. With my life. You know, it's a really good YouTube channel to watch. I think my hair's growing back. Finally. We're going to go on all messages. Chat filter. Let's see. All messages. Hello there. Welcome to Hollywoodland. How are you doing? Welcome in. I miss you guys. I really do. Like I said, I've been busy. Thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. It's easy peasy. Wonder what kind of fun people are going to come in tonight. I've been watching on YouTube. I've been watching DJ Darren. He's in Las Vegas right now in his beautiful RV, fixing up his scooter so he can sell it. Do you guys watch DJ Darren? He's fun. I was just watching him earlier today, throughout the weekend. Who do we got here? Victor Rugilube. I9212. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome into Hollywoodland22. There might be other Hollywoods and Hollywoodlands, but I am the only person that is Hollywoodland22 that I know about. How have you been? And I'm going to let you guys know what other channels I do watch. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, by the way, if you're an American and you celebrate it. Or if you're not an American and you celebrate Thanksgiving, it's a great holiday. Any country can really have Thanksgiving. Just be thankful that you got up out of bed in the morning and you're still alive. I watch a few YouTube channels since 2020, somewhere around January or February of 2020, I discovered in real life streaming, IRL streaming. I did not know what it was. Some people just call it live streaming or streaming via YouTube. I did have a TikTok channel for about 11 months, and I don't post on there I chat on there now. But I got disappointed with TikTok, and I came back over to YouTube. This is the first time I've ever live streamed on YouTube this year. I think it might say May or something that I started this channel, but I didn't really start using it until October. I post that I'm here daily, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., but not always. Sometimes if I'm real busy and I got something to do that I can't get out of, then I won't be here. But if you were going to find me, it would be 7 days a week, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you do not see me here and you don't see me here an hour later, I'm probably not going to come on. But I try to do at least like an hour or so on here. It's fun. I get to meet some people. I've been chatting on YouTube since like January or February of 2020 when I was living in Los Angeles during the COVID debacle, and I enjoyed chatting before I became a live streamer. It was fun. So I have a lot of parasocial relationships with people who operate channels, and some of them have medium-sized channels. Some of them have smaller channels. There's some large creators that I talk to that I got to know. They do this for a living. It's fun. You get to meet, if you're cautious. If you're cautious, you can meet some very interesting people live streaming. It's not for everyone, but Elliot Keats -M1P. How are you doing? Welcome in. Tams -X8F8L777. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad you guys are all coming in. Let's see, what do we got here? At CMall-P2V. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome back. I noticed people that used to be regulars here. I'm going to fix this up a little bit. I don't have a tripod. I got to go down to the store and buy one. Go down to the store and buy a little table tripod. Of course, you know what my favorite drink is, right? Powerade Zero. You know, when I drink Powerade Zero, it's cool, it's refreshing, and it makes me feel like a real winner. A winner. Us says. Yes, I remembered you. Yes. At CEMAL, at CMAL, dash, P as in Paul, 2, V as in Victor. At Izzy, dash P as in Paul, 7, Y, 2, F. Welcome in. How are you doing? I could sit here and talk about all kinds of things. You can ask me questions. It's better that way. You can ask me questions about anything you want, just as long as it's something that's not going to get me bananaed off of YouTube. I'll talk about just about anything. I don't really talk about politics that much. I will. There's a lot of people on this platform and even more on TikTok that talk about, that's all they do is talk about politics. Or they talk about ethnicity or race or gender orientation or something like that. I don't really talk about that stuff that much because I think that's kind of like surface stuff. You know, that's not, I'm not interested. Just leave it at that. Alcohol makes you feel like a real winner. When is my birthday? Late June. It's not exact. I won't give you my exact birthday, but my birthday, I'm what you call a late June Cancerian. Yes. You can guess what year I was born. Thanks for coming in. You guys are great. Go ahead, shoot. Ask me. Ask me anything. You guys can talk. It's okay. Don't be what's the word? Shy. Not gonna bite anyone. Promise. What's the biggest issue in the USA right now? It's a good question. It's not all young people, but there's a nice chunk of the younger middle-aged people and the younger people that do not seem to have any shame. Not all of them. It's a nice chunk of them. And also a lot of the younger people up to about the age of 40 seem to have been educated somehow in the public schools, universities, television programs, magazines, something. They've been educated with destructive and incorrect information about life in general, about just basic things. And they seem to think that there's a nice chunk of people, I don't know what the percentage is, that think that they can make up their own truth. You can have your own opinion, but 1 and 1 is always 2. It's not going to be 3. I mean, no, I was not born in 1970. That's a good try, though. It's just odd. It's not all of the younger people, and I mean 40 and under. They just, a lot of them have been just pointed in the wrong direction, just lied to. Not all of them. Not all of them. There's a lot of happy and productive younger adults in this country. I just don't know why their teachers would lie to them like that. I think it's intentional. There's not as much political division in this country as the world might think, or even Americans might think. There really isn't. It's not that bad. Yeah, I know. Not 1950, not 1960. No. You mean in the 60s? Yes, I was born in the 1960s, yes. I'm old enough to remember as a child when Karen Carpenter and her brother were very, very popular on the radio. And they played Stevie Wonder and Elton John constantly on the radio and stuff like that. There are our cities some of our cities have large areas of them that are going in the direction of getting dangerous as far as like violent crime. They're going back to getting dangerous like they used to be back in the like the late 1980s and early 1990s. There was a crime problem in the United States, a violent crime problem. And that was mostly fueled by rugs and rug trade. But there's something it's going back in that direction, but I think that can be nipped in the bud. I don't think it has to get any worse. I think things are going to get rectified. Led Zeppelin, I remember, no. I'll go ahead and tell you, I was born in 1966, but you're close, 1969. I'm 59 years old, yes. I remember, well, Led Zeppelin wasn't really played on the radio. It wasn't a song you would hear on the radio. Like, I don't remember hearing it on the radio as a child. I mean, they had albums that came out in 1969 and 70. I was like a toddler then, or 4 years old. But I don't remember Led Zeppelin being played on the radio until maybe I was maybe in middle school or starting high school, and like then they would play it on the radio. But there was a time when they didn't play Led Zeppelin on the radio in the United States that I remember. They just played like pop music and stuff like that. Captain and Tennille and disco music and this kind of stuff. But I grew up in Philadelphia, so it's a little bit of a dance music oriented part of the country. Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, very dance oriented. Dance music is real popular. Clubs, nightclubs, discotheques, things like that. I remember when I moved out to Los Angeles for the first time in 1987, they still had country western radio stations out there. I remember that. What was the most popular album in my time? Probably, I don't know, maybe not my favorite, but some of the most popular were a band called Men at Work was really popular. Men at Work, and then Michael Jackson's Thriller. I think Michael Jackson's Thriller sold more albums by a nose than the Men at Work album. I can't remember what the Men at Work album was called. Those guys from Australia, they were really popular. George Michael was really popular. Wham, Duran Duran, a lot of the British New Wave was really popular. When I was in high school, it was, and then in my early 20s, you had Wang Chung and Pet Shop Boys and things like that. I mean, I grew up in, when I was like, junior high school, there was still disco music being played, even and there's a lot of dance music that was on the radio stations in Philadelphia and New Jersey and New York. Now, I don't know about the West Coast or the South or anything. They weren't really into disco that much, I don't think. But in the Northeast and out in parts of California and the Bay Area, they listened to a lot of disco. Oh, your English is pretty good. Ding, ding, got it. I remember Seattle. I lived in Seattle for 3 years. 95, 96. Well, ended 95, 96, 97, 98. People are really friendly there. Well, they were. People were very friendly there. Thank you. Thank you. Who is this coming in? At Ball X8667. Jesse Kudney, Chaos Code. Turkey. You can ask me any questions that you want. I'll answer them. Let's see, any questions here? Who's she? Why is she gone? I don't know. Oh, is he? I've discontinued allowing anybody to chat in my live stream who I know for a fact or claims to be from South Korea, and I have my reasons. But don't worry about it. They know why they're gone. I come on here just to have fun. I'm not even doing this for profit. I just, you know. Yeah. You meet a lot of people on here. You know, most people are a lot of fun on here. Some people, you just gotta remove them, block them. Let me see. Where are you from? Oh, you're from Turkey. Istanbul? Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the United States right now. A lot of things going on here. A lot of changes being made. Actually, there's a lot of changes being made in the way that the United States works with the rest of the world. There's almost like a how do I describe it? There is like a revisiting of something that was called the Monroe Doctrine. You can look that up in Wikipedia, the Monroe Doctrine. It's from a long time ago. Our country is letting the rest of the world know that they are not to meddle in the Western Hemisphere, that the United States of America is going to be um, protecting this hemisphere. And that if you're another power or you think you're a superpower or whatever, and you're going to come over here and mess with this side of the world, whether it's North or South America or Central America, that you're going to be gone. That's what's going on right now. That's what this is all about. And I'm not going to go into detail. You're just going to watch it unfold. It's not just about keeping like rugs out of the United States. It's more than that. Black Sea region of Turkey. My lady friend, her grandfather is from that area too. Well, his parent, my lady's friend's great grandparents came from near the Black Sea in Turkey, but they had to leave. They had to leave in the early 1900s or late 1800s or early 1900s. They left. A lot of people left then. I'm not a fan of the mayoral elect of New York City right now, the guy that's going to be the mayor. But we'll see. It's actually whatever you want to talk about. You want to talk about anything. You want to talk to me about anything that's on your mind, really. You can ask me questions. I answer all questions just as long as it's not going to get me bananaed off of YouTube. Never know. We'll see how well he does. I'm not really a big fan of like New York City anyway. I grew up in Philadelphia, but I left years ago. I went out to California. I preferred California to the East Coast. I'd have to say, I do like Virginia. Virginia's a really nice. I like Virginia and I like Massachusetts. So you're from Russia, Echo at Echo _ aviation. And you're from Russia and you text fairly good English. One question I have is that in certain parts of Russia, is English taught in the public schools, and is it mandatory in the primary grades, or is it something you can elect to learn when you get to the later years of public school? You have a good one. Okay. Bye-bye. Stay safe. I'm sure you can learn English in a private school. You got some money. You live in St. Petersburg or Moscow. I'm sure you can, if you go to a private school, I'm sure that you're probably taught English too at a certain stage in your education. Sure would be nice if that war stopped. Sure would be I would like to see the war between Russia and Ukraine definitely stop as soon as possible. I really do hope that it stops. I think it's really fruitless for it to continue. Wow, I ran out of Coke. I ran out of Powerade Zero. Maybe I should go get something to drink. What do you think? 33 minutes and 14 seconds. Wow. Be right back. Did you ever get the feeling that you were being watched? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm trying to figure out if there's any Americans that are watching. Yes, you can. I don't know if it's at every high school, like senior, like grades 9, 10, 11, 12. We have grades 1st through 12. I don't know if Russian is available at every public school. It may be something that you can take at some public schools in some larger cities. I know Spanish, French, Italian, possibly German, and some more expensive public school districts. I'm sure it can be. You can learn it in private school. Definitely, when in college, yes, you can learn. In the universities, you can learn Russian. Like Echo Aviation says, like in some Russian schools, you can't learn English. We usually learn German, but I learned English from my brother. That's wonderful. You know what? English has its roots in German anyway. It's what do you call that? A Germanic language? English comes from German originally. A lot of it does. We have some Spanish and French words in it, and we changed some things around. English is a complicated language. It's a language that can be used for double speak. It can be used for with precision. It can be used to deceive. It can be used for a lot of things. English is a very one of the more complicated languages, actually, I've discovered. Okay, at T-Bird 3187. I really, really like and respect you, but your support of Katie Roby, MFW, makes me wonder. I don't think she's a horrible person at all. I think she's a really nice person. Actually, I've been watching Miss Effing Wonderful for, let's see, how long have I been watching her channel? I don't know, maybe sometime in March or so of 2020, or maybe in April 2020, sometime around there, when I was still living in California. And I think I really enjoy watching her cooking tutorials and baking and cooking and things like that, and things she does out on the grill. And I think she's kind of funny and has some interesting stories. I don't I don't know why anybody would dislike her. Um, I don't. I know that there are some people that are like that, but if you don't like somebody, you don't have to watch them. You can always, not watch them and watch somebody else. But I think MFW is a very talented person. I think her channel could get very popular if she brought it back over to YouTube. I really think it would get popular again. I think she could have a resurgence on YouTube. But that's whatever she wants to do. I just like going into her chat, and I got to know a lot of the people that chat in her channel. And I've met some pretty nice people there. I like it. I want to visit Lithuania, but some people say Russians aren't allowed in some countries. And I don't understand why, though. I don't know either. I really don't know. I don't know much about the Baltic states. Oh, well, sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to make changes. One thing that I don't really like is people making declarations about other people that live stream in my live stream. If you don't like somebody's live stream, you don't have to watch it. In my live stream, if you just badmouth another live streamer, even if I don't know them, I'll probably remove you from being able to text to my screen. I mean, even if it doesn't have to be like somebody like, for example, like, I like watching Katie's streams a lot, and so does my lady friend here. You're not going to talk bad about her in my channel. Text that. I'm not going to let that fly. And you're not going to talk bad about somebody I don't even know, because that tells me something about you, that you have to, shoot off your opinion in somebody else's live stream. That's really kind of shady anyway. I don't understand. If you don't like somebody, just don't watch their channel. You don't have to talk bad about somebody. You should make sure that somebody else is present. If you're gonna say something to somebody, make sure that they're present. Tell them to their face. Even if you're coming up on a YouTube, come up on their channel. Say that you don't like them to their face. Don't come into my live stream and talk about how much you don't like some other channel. I don't want to hear it. I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of low class, really. I'm just not like that. What do you think, Ashley? Do you think that's low class to come into my stream or anybody else's stream and talk garbage about somebody else? I do. If they don't like somebody, they can just go on their channel, say, and because the person they were talking about is the kind of person who will say, "Hey, you got a problem with me? Come on up. Tell me all about it." Yeah. I know how she is. Yeah. She'll be like, "Come on up. You don't like me? Come on, let's talk." Let's talk about it. See what's really going on. She'll pull your card. You're not going to come up in here and do that, or anybody else I watch. Just don't do that. I'm just on here for fun, just to talk to people. That's all. This is like an experimental channel anyway. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. They clip this stuff. And they take things out of context and they try to get other people angry at you and all kinds of stuff. That's why YouTube's so fucked up. You almost got to put it on like top messages instead of all messages, because there's like jerks that come in here. I'm not really that well versed with this. I don't really know all the horrible things that people do on YouTube, the tricks yet. I'm just learning it. Well, it depends on where you are. And what do you mean? What part of America? Because there's South America, North America. Are you referring to the United States of America? That country that comes first? Right now, let's see. That's a good question. Is that clock correct?
6:48. Eastern Standard.
In Virginia, or New York, or Pennsylvania.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. It is currently 6:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. United States of America, Virginia time, Washington, D.C. time.
Maryland.
Connecticut time. Oh, by the way, when you're done watching my channel, when you're done and you're totally bored of me, you should go over to TikTok and you should watch Miss Fucking Wonderful. She has a great show. Or another channel I would recommend is on YouTube. You can watch DJ Darren and see what he's doing in his RV in Las Vegas. He just got there. Go check him out. He's actually a pretty cool person. And another person you can watch is on TikTok is Wawa Baby. That's all in capitals. WAWABABY. Wawa Baby. She's a musician. She's a vocalist. She writes her own stuff. She has her own music videos. She has really good music. You can buy it You got to ask her. Go and ask her where you can buy it. It might be on Spotify, but she has really good music. And and she's funny too. She's very, very funny, and she's very fun to watch. She has a fun channel. Or you can watch, who else can you watch? Anderson Henderson. Yes, Anderson Henderson. He comes on at what time? 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. United States of America. The same time as New York City. He's very entertaining, and he's consistent, and he's very direct, and he's gutturally honest too. Yeah. He's actually nicer than I am. Maybe when he gets to be my age, won't be as nice. But he's actually a pretty nice guy. And he's probably going to be a movie star one day. Jesus willing. So remember, Anderson Henderson on YouTube. Miss Fucking Wonderful on TikTok. Wawa Baby on TikTok. And DJ Darren in his RV in Las Vegas on YouTube. At BALHX8667. Your voice is pretty cool. Well, thank you. What countries have you been in? United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. That's it. And I don't plan on ever going to Europe in my entire life. What's left of it. At my age, no, not interested. I'll watch Europe and South America and stuff like that. I don't know. I might go to Uruguay or Santiago, Chile. I might even go to Easter Island. I don't know. Those are the only countries I'm really concerned in. We have the same weather as Australia. If I want like Eastern Australia, I can go to Florida. If I want a place that's like Melbourne, Australia, I can go to San Francisco. Same climate. Perth is like Los Angeles or San Diego. It's more like San Diego. Kind of dry. I'm not that interested in traveling around the world. I have a really large country that has a lot of really beautiful places. You know, one of the more interesting places to go to in the entire United States? You should go to Evansville, Indiana. Evansville is free. Mostly, most of it's free. A lot of cool things to do for free in Evansville, Indiana. It's fun and it's exciting. Just like tapping the screen on TikTok or liking and subscribing on YouTube. That's free, fun, and easy also. Well, it's been real. It's been fun, and quite frankly, it's been real fun. But it's about that time. I got to get me Lucky Charms, yellow stars, blue diamonds. They're magically delicious. Hope everybody has a good weekend. I might be back later tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. You guys have a wonderful time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Yes, I'm sure.